Hello, welcome to another episode of Always Sometimes Monsters. How do I do the anything? I've had a lot of good memories here at the Phoenix. Dark F should be waiting for me inside. So, what was I gonna say? In the last episode, the first episode of the series, the audio was pretty bad because I didn't realise Always Sometimes Monsters, its audio was also recording. But in this one, it should be better, I don't know. And I'm sorry if you can hear a random jingling, but I've got a bracelet that has a bell on it, and it jingles when I move my arm, and I kind of have to move my arm. But yeah, let's get to work. Well, lady, we ain't open yet. Excuse me? I said we're closed, woman. We're expecting a crew. Where's Dark F? Look, I'm working here today. Is Dark F around? You're the ditz that everyone's been waiting on then. Sorry, I'm just grabbing my sketchbook because... I don't know. Let's see if I have a pen that works. Wah! I do have a pen that works. You're the ditz that everyone's been waiting on then. Dark F's in the main room, so I'd get my ass over there if I were you. I'll just stand here and watch you from behind. I don't like that. Oh, the bar. Fancy. And the dead rise. You're late too. I want to take a picture. I want to draw him. He will be my son. Did Benny give you any trouble at the door? No, he let me right through. Some bouncer he is. How have you been? You pumped for the show? I'm nervous. Really nervous. This is my first big show since I split with Viper, and I don't know how well it's going to go without her. I know what you mean. Not a day goes by where I don't wonder how different my life would be if she hadn't left so suddenly. Jesus, we're on this shit again. Look, Hilly. Look, Hilly left you what, a year ago? It's time to move on, don't you think? You're right. Her name's Hilly? Why do I name her that? It's just not that easy for me. I don't know if you've noticed, but life's been kind of shitty ever since she left. How long are you going to blame her for everything? Seriously, you've got to take some responsibility. You know what? He can still be my son. He's just delivering the vibes at the moment. Remember, she left you because of what you did. You know what? Avocado and Sunday. Not all of us are happy to be rid of our ex. Not all of us dated self-destructive junkies. Not cool, man. All I'm saying is that since I left Viper, I'm realising how it's the choices we make that define us. Am I worried about the choices I've made? Totally. Am I terrified that my music's been shit since I quit? Sure. At least I made a choice, man. You'll be fine. Everyone's really proud of you for getting off that stuff. Not everyone, man. Seems like my fans prefer when my sound's all potatoes and salad. Part of me thinks they're right. Oh. What? Oh, that button. They're wrong. That's nonsense. Everyone's just scared of change. Your manager makes a lot of money from you. I'm sure you sound fine. I appreciate it, but you haven't heard me since I kicked the stuff. I'm just nervous is all. Kinda wish I had some to calm my nerves. Well, my burden to bear. He's still out for the equipment. Try to follow it exactly. I've got enough to worry about tonight. Since you slept in, we don't have any time to redo anything, so make sure you get it right the first time. Okay, that's certainly a chart. I just took a picture on my phone so I can have a reference. The gear's in these boxes here. All you've got to do is put the right stuff on the stage in the right place according to the layout. Seriously, a monkey could do this job, so you better not mess it up. Get it done perfectly and I'll give you the 100, okay? I'll do my best, Captain. I'll head backstage and work the spotlights for you. Boop, boop, boop. Time to do the thing. Picked up. There's two different guitars. Yeah. Can I move equipment once I've set it down? Is that right? Are you the Oh, because the microphone. The microphone goes here. But there's two different guitars and I don't know the difference between them. Can you give me the other guitar so I can... Oh, one's a bass and one's a guitar. What is the difference? What is the difference? Can I not replace? What? Oh, it's really dumb. Why? Hey, Raven. Come give me a hug. No. Viper? What are you doing here? I thought you and Darky split. You sure he's cool if you hang around here before a show? Trust me, if I know Darky, he's missing me like crazy right now. He probably already told you so, hasn't he? No, he hasn't. Hasn't said a word about you, to be frank. I hate to break it to you, but I think you two are Splitsville for good this time. I always know when you're lying, Raven. I also know when my baby is super nervous, which is why I bought him a present. It's a baggie of heroin. Are you out of your goddamn mind? Darky's been doing so well, and I'm being a badly trained monkey. What the hell is wrong with you? Hey, I'm not forcing the needle in his arm. Nobody is. He's a big boy and he doesn't need you making his decisions for him. If he's nervous about the show and this helps calm him down, then who are we to get in his way? He'll just get it from someone else otherwise. Get the front door. You know what? Get the potato and salad out of here right now, you potato salad. Darky left you for a reason. What don't you understand about that? Who? You don't know the first thing about Darky, what he needs or what he loves. You don't know a thing. Good luck with the show. If my baby bombs, it's all your fault. Yeah, he's got a bomb because I put the guitar in the wrong place. Can I move that? Can't? Oh no. I picked up the drums. The drums go here. Dying Scoob. That's right, baby. Oh no, that guitar is in the wrong place. We can't have the two guitar fellas just jamming out right one behind the other. That's not very Gucci. I'm gonna go look in the bathroom. Oh, I can't. Well, that's about as good as it's gonna get, I guess. I'm a badly trained monkey. I'm a badly trained monkey. Well, how'll it go? Take a look for yourself. Well, what do we have here? I'm going to put this away. Oh, oh no. She dropped a bag of heroin, and now he's got a bag of heroin. 3 out of 5. What? Aw. I didn't do it. 75. Aw. Can I have the heroin too? Can I have the heroin too? Haven't seen her. If that junkie's around, she stayed clear of me. Huh? Alright then. Well, I guess I gotta go get ready for the show. Feel free to come back to the club a little later if you're interested in working coat check. We're short-staffed and could use you. Just talk to Benny at the door when you're ready to get started. Hey, Raven. You're a good friend. You're my son. I guess that's day's work. I hope I made the right call with Dark F. He's really been there for me this past year. I put the guitar in the wrong place. This is the bathroom. It's out of order. Yes. Well, you haven't even looked in the men's yet. No, you've already used the toilet again, yes. Why not? Nothing in here except a bunch of garbage and a used condom. Which is probably why that's written on the mirror. Well, at least they're a well-protected one. That's the important thing. And you know what? I bet they're living their best life. Oh, first solo show! You can do this. You don't need it. You don't need her or anything. Oh, surprisingly empty. I wonder if people even wash their hands. No. Someone left a crowbar here. Take it. This is your crowbar now. It is a gift. A most treasured gift. Oh, Raven. Just getting myself psyched up for the show. You're not going to question why Raven's in there? Not at all? I'm still nervous, but I know I've got this in the bag. I think we're going to blow it out of the water this time. Nothing's holding me back, and I don't care what Vapor and my manager or my fans have to say about it. Yay! That's great. I've had a crazy year, and you've been with me through it all. I'm here to do the same for you. Whatever you need to knock it out of the park, just let me know. Give me the heroin. Dark F seems to be in his own world. I should head out and see if I can come up with some more cash. Give me it. My son, you can't have that. Why didn't my son let me take it from him? It is not good for him to have that. Hi. Have fun working while I sit here and flex my... Ugh. What a strange night. I still can't believe Viper showed up like that. Maybe I should stick around for the concert and help with the coat check. Then again, Oh, so I can I go to Miss and then come back and then, you know? Let's hope I can, because I would very much like to do both the things, because I want to be there for Dark F, but I also want to help the nice old lady, because, you know, maybe the nice old lady needs the help, and I'm not going near the arcade. Badger-bound God. Dog. I just put the word backwards there. Okay. Wark, wark, wark. This is a plant. I want to look at the plant. Nothing to see. If you look on my Tumblr, which might be linked in the description, I don't know, you can see I have been doing of Raven, and I've got a single sketch that includes Hilly. Who could that be? Hello, who's there? It's me, Raven. Oh, come right in. Thank you for letting me into your humble abode. It's such a lovely place. It's got the lovely old granny place. It's got a cat tower. Look at that. Oh, it's so cute. Hey, I'm here to help clean up. Oh, you're a little late for that, Raven. It's alright, I managed to get it all done myself. Still, I'm very glad you came. You're such a good kid. Well then, I guess you don't need me then. I was just about to sit down for dinner. Would you care to join me? I was thinking of going to work coat cheek down at the club. I'm pretty hungry though. What's for dinner? It's a fresh lamb stew. You're going to love it. This is so lovely. This is so lovely. I'm going to have a lovely dinner with the lovely granny. Correct me if I'm wrong, but didn't you say you were expecting guests earlier? Don't tell me I'm the only one who came. Oh, I never explained, did I? Tonight's my beloved Thomas's birthday. Every year we have a special little dinner together. I tidy up the house like he prefers and make his favourite meal, an old-fashioned stew. Oh, that sounds really nice. When's he coming? Oh, well, he's not exactly. Thomas was my husband, but he's not with us anymore. He's gone to the moon. Goodbye, moon man. And I said goodbye, moon man. Oh, I'm so sorry. There's nothing to be sorry about, Raven. We had a wonderful life together and he's still with me every day in my heart. I'm glad you're here, sir. Sometimes today can make me a little emotional. That's okay. You can be as emotional as you like. Sorry, I make horrible noises when I'm emotional. It'll be nice having someone else to talk to for a change. Dinner, 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 dinner. Salad? Hush, it's good for your digestion. You'll get your stew afterwards. Appetizer. Oh, do I get to do so? She's singing. I'm so glad you decided to join me. It's so nice to have young company for a change. Oh, it's no trouble at all. It's my pleasure. I appreciate the kindness, Raven. It can be kind of lonely living alone these days. Well, considering I'm eating out of a microwave most nights, this is a real treat. Did that roommate of yours cook very often? What was her name? Hilly, wasn't it? Oh. Oh, we'd eat out more often than not. We were both pretty busy, you know. Oh, I understand. Life can get pretty hectic nowadays. Life sure does move a lot faster than when I was your age. How long has it been since you last saw each other? I always remember she was so polite. We'd bump into each other nearly every morning as she was heading out the door for a morning jog. It's funny the things you miss about a person can often be what you take for granted. The cruel part's that you never know what you're doing it at the time. But such is life, I suppose. Yeah, I guess. I really do miss her quite a lot. It's been about a year since we last saw each other. I still don't feel the same. Believe me, I understand how you feel. When you're so close with someone, their absence can be hard to deal with. I won't lie to you, that sadness you feel now may never go away. You're luckier than I was. You still have an opportunity to mend the rift. Oh, I don't know about that. Life's changed a great deal for both of us since we parted ways. Lily's not even in the city anymore, I don't think. Seems she wanted to get as far away from me as possible. A decision like that can be made in an instant. Who's to say what it really means? For all you know, Hilly could be regretting leaving just as much as you do. I'm not so sure that's true. Things between us ended rather roughly. There's a reason we don't talk. A lot of feelings were hurt, probably past repair. Be that as it may, you're not a mind reader, Raven. A good friendship like the one you had doesn't die so easily. They were lesbians, lady. Lesbians! Actions can be amended and feelings can be healed. The only thing that truly divides people is time apart. You can't be so sure that you know what's going on in someone else's heart unless you ask them yourself. I suppose you're right about the time apart dividing us. I'm not even sure if she's the same person anymore, to be honest. When I look at how much we've changed in the last year, I can't imagine Hilly stayed the same. Oh, you've changed less than you think, Raven. Call me a nosy neighbour, but I've watched you come and go in this building for a long while now. Tell me what you think is different about you today versus a year ago. You want to know how... I guess the thing that's changed most is my work. I've made a lot of progress in my book. I mean, it's really starting to feel complete. Oh, I had no idea you were nearly done. Do you have a release date decided yet? Well, it's not quite that ready yet, I guess. There's still a bunch of it that needs revision. I haven't really figured out the ending. Ah, I see. Not so different after all then? No, I guess not. Being the same person you were a year ago doesn't have to be a bad thing unless you think it is. Don't forget, that's who Hilly was friends with in the first place. They were gay. Yeah, but it's also who she left. Main course. What? So, how are you enjoying the stew? It's really quite good. What's the meat in this? That's fresh lamb. I got it from the butcher this morning. Feel free to have as much as you want. I got used to making rather large pots of it. Every time I'd make it, my Thomas would eat at least 4 bowls just by himself. There were never any leftovers back in those days, I'm afraid. He sounds like quite the character. How'd you meet? Do you mind me asking how you and Thomas met? It's a funny story, actually. It happened the summer after I finished high school. He was working at a garage near my house, and my father hired him to fix our old jalopy. Oh, look at them! Look at them, look at them, look at them. Steam, why aren't you doing things? I wasn't working at the time, so when my father asked me to pick up the car for him, I had no choice. I didn't even have a license at the time, so I was terrified the whole day, imagining myself getting it home. Well, that certainly sounds safe. How'd you get away with driving illegally like that? It was a different time back then. We didn't worry about little things like that. I was scared, but that wasn't going to stop me. I hated disappointing my father. So I showed up to the shop scared out of my wits, and there he was, covered in grease and sweat, a real man's man, if you know what I mean. Thomas could tell immediately that I was clueless and must have asked me if I needed help a dozen times. I was stumbling over myself with how cute he was, so I just kept telling him I'd be fine. I wanted to get home as quickly as possible before I said or did something embarrassing. I was so distracted thinking about him that I crashed right into a stop sign barely 20 feet away. Thomas, the sweetheart, charged right over to see if I was okay. There wasn't a scratch on me, but the car was in pretty rough shape. I was terrified I'd get in trouble with my father. He would have been so mad to find out what happened. Thomas, sensing my dismay, offered to fix it for free and tell my father he needed more time with it to keep me from trouble. His only condition was that I'd have to go to dinner with him that weekend. Oh, that's so lovely. I want to take a picture because apparently Steam is not doing the thing of letting me take screenshots. So lovely. Ooh, I have an idea of something I can draw based on that. Of course I said yes, and the rest is history. And now you have a cat. Love's funny like that, isn't it? Was it the accident that drew us together, or was it our attraction that caused the accident? Sometimes I think these things are just meant to happen, you know. Are we going to have dessert? Sounds like you two were made for each other. What was your life like? Well, it wasn't perfect, but they were by far the best years of my life. I'd trade all the ones I've got left just for one more lazy summer afternoon with him. Thanks, Scoob, it's so cute. I've never seen this meal before. This is so lovely. When we were young and everything was new to us, all we needed was our love. It didn't matter that we were poor or hungry, as long as we had each other we were happier than pigs in mud. We had such grand dreams for our lives. We planned to travel the world together, see exotic places as a pair. Eventually the bills started piling up, and so Thomas started working longer hours to make ends meet. There were times when we'd have debt collectors knocking our door and I wasn't sure we'd make it. I thought myself foolish for being so idealistic in our youth. Reality hit us a lot harder than we expected. I resented him for working so much, even though I knew it was necessary for us to survive. He'd be frustrated with every mistake I made, fearing how far it would set us back. The stress of it all would cause us to fight over the most ridiculous thing as we scraped by. Oh, but they still hugs. Still, our love was strong enough that our tension always faded once we vented. We'd always make up and vowed to double down on our efforts to make our dreams together come true. We slogged away hoping we'd have a few extra pennies to put away at the end of the month, but we never got far. As we got older, things got easier, but we were too tired and beat to do anything about it. So you just gave up on your dream like that? We were comfortable and happy together. Eventually we realised that's all we really wanted. It didn't matter where we were or what we were doing, just as long as we were together. Besides, it's more than a little impractical just packing up your life to chase a silly ideal like that. Sometimes I regret it, and especially when I wonder where we might have been when they started enlisting. When I think about it, it's hard not getting angry at myself for not trying harder. But then how were we to know? I'm sorry, it's a very painful subject for me. So Thomas was drafted in the war? Apologies if it's a touchy subject, but how did he die? I don't really like talking about it, but it's a fair question, all things considered. It just makes me very sad to talk about, so I'd rather not. I can only imagine how painful those memories are. Talking about helps. Well, I suppose since you talked about your problems, it's fair I talk about mine. I guess things started looking up for us the year before we were even concerned with the war. We saw the news broadcasts and heard stories from friends about the troubles, but we never thought we'd be involved at all. It was all happening half a world away. We weren't in danger, and so we never paid it any mind. The whole affair was someone else's problem, and then the letter came. I did my best to let go of the fear of losing him, assured myself that as a mechanic he'd never see combat. In his letters home he always joked that it was more likely he'd die from boredom than from bullets. I can still remember the faint smell of gasoline that had soaked its way into the paper, his awful spelling. Almost every day there'd be a new one for me to read. He must have spent as much time holding a pen as he did a wrench. Like a lot of wives in town, I blamed the post office at first when the mail stopped showing up. Then the days turned into weeks and we all knew something terrible had happened. By the time the news officially reached our neighbourhood of the bombing, we were already grieving. I was told he died a hero, that he died serving a valiant cause, but I know how he really felt. You may think of soldiers as brave and patriotic soul, but he wasn't a soldier, he was just a mechanic. He was just a mechanic who wanted nothing more than to travel the world with the woman he loved. I never fell in love again after losing him. I don't think I could have, even if I wanted to. When you lose someone that really means to you, it chips away at that part of your heart forever. I'm so sorry, I don't know what to say. You don't need to say anything, Raven. What you need is to understand. Life doesn't connect us with the perfect person more than once in a life. I know this. Once you know who they are, don't waste your time with them fretting over petty things. If you truly love them, do everything and anything to keep them by your side or be prepared to lose them forever. There are no do-overs in this life. Once they're gone for good. Yeah, I can see what you mean. Dessert! I just love ice cream, don't you? You don't hear me complaining. I've had a really nice time this evening. I'm very happy you decided to come by. Oh, it's no trouble at all. I'm glad I came to. Still, I want to thank you for spending your time with me tonight, so I have something for you. Is it a taco? Oh, these were my husband's baseball cards. He used to collect them when he was a boy. Some of them are quite old. They're probably worth quite a bit of money. I want you to have one of them as a token of my appreciation. You can keep it as a memento, or I'm sure someone would be happy to pay you for it. I'm going to keep it forever and ever and ever and ever and ever. You can't be serious, can you? Please, I know how much you could use the money right now, and they're not doing me any good. They're just sitting in the box. I can't even bring myself to look at them anymore. I won't take no as an answer from you, so don't even make a fuss about it. I just don't trust myself not to get all weepy if I see which one you're taking, so I want you to pick by the time I return from the washroom. Just close up the box when you're done, and we won't say another word about it. Understand? Yes, I understand. Alright then, I'll be back in a moment. Wow, these cards really are ancient. I bet they'd be worth a small fortune to the right collector. I couldn't do that. I like the idea of having a card to remember her, but at the same time I don't want to take her card. She offered me one card, so I will take one card. I hope I made the right decision. Thanks again for having me over. You're more than welcome, you're such a good kid. Here, take this with you, some leftovers from the dinner to eat later. You received leftover stew. A young person like you needs to eat. Well, it won't pay my bills, but it's better than eating junk food. Thank you very much. You take care of yourself and have a good night. It's getting late, so I'm off to bed. Alright then, good night. Can I sleep on your couch? I don't have an apartment anymore. It's now night time. Better go find somewhere to sleep. It's getting pretty late and I'm beat. Oh, I can't. Oh. It's not enough. Better go find a comfy street mattress. Is that a thing? Do lots of streets just have mattresses on them? Like, because I haven't seen that, but then maybe I just don't... I don't know. Maybe I don't notice them because there's a lot of stuff I don't notice, if I'm honest. But I think I'm going to possibly end this episode here because I don't think we need to continue past half an hour. Baseball card. Aww. It's so lovely. Blank pages from my journal. Okay, anyway. If you happen to watch this far in, thank you for watching. I will see you in the next video. There will probably be the jangling of my bracelet in this video and the next one still, because apparently that's just the thing now. But yeah, thanks for watching. I'll see you in whatever the next video happens to be. Yes. Goodbye. Hee hee.